Alright, so another week, another sit-down section. Today we're in Portugal. I'm out on holiday for a little bit and I still want to record some YouTube videos. So here I am, recording a sit-down section. Let me show you guys the views real quick. The weather's beautiful and all I really do is enjoy the food and enjoy time with my family. So in today's sit-down section, we're going to talk about visualization. And visualization is a very strong topic. What do I mean by that? I think it has a lot of power, but at the same time, not a lot of people know about it and not a lot of people use it. So to start this video off, you need to understand that every single person in this world has some kind of goal. And a lot of people have these goals, although they don't fully know how they'll reach these goals. And people use many different words for it. For example, they use manifestation, although I do not fully like this word because I think it misses the whole purpose of what we're actually trying to achieve here. And visualization is the process of envisioning that pathway from where you are right now to ultimately reaching that goal. It all works based off a principle that in order to achieve something, you need to believe that it's achievable. And that sounds very cliche, although just thinking about a goal that this is something that I want to achieve, a lot of people think about this. Not a lot of people actually visualize the pathway onto getting to this goal. And it's that shift inside of your head to believing that something is truly possible that opens your pathway to actually achieving the goal that you've been dreaming of for such a long time. And if you don't think this actually works, there is a study from the University of Chicago in 1996, which divided basketball players into 3 separate groups. The first group did nothing. Group number 2 was a group that trained 30 minutes each day. It actually performed physical exercise and actually practiced the movements and practiced the shots that they would take later. Group number 3 is the group that we're going to focus on here, and that's the most interesting group. They actually went to the gym, closed their eyes, and they used to visualize the work, putting in the work and doing the movements on and on and on. But they didn't actually use any ball or any actual physical activity to increase the performance or train in any shape or form what they will actually perform later in the game. Now, what are the numbers? Group number 2, which is the group that physically performed the exercises, after 1 month they improved 24%. Group number 3, which is the group that we focus on here, guess how much they improved? 23%. So only 1% short of the group that actually trained. And the answer to why this is happening is in neuroscience, so let's say the study of your brain, your nervous system, and how it reacts in general. If you vividly imagine something, it fires the same parts of your brain as if you were actually performing that task. So in this specific case, it will fire the same parts of your motor cortex in your brain as if you were actually training with the ball and actually trying to improve your skill on the ball. And this is possible because of a term called Hebbian plasticity. And the principle here, basically how it works, is every time you visualize something inside of your brain, the neural connections within your brain get stronger and stronger because of the reinforcement that you produce. That's why it's easier for you to perform specific tasks in the future because of the neural connection that you have already established and trained. That's why the sky is your limit here with visualization. You can visualize anything that you want, anything that you want to achieve, that you want to get to, and be as specific as you want. The more specific you're going to be, the stronger the connection inside of your brain will be. So visualize everything. Visualize the car that you want to drive. Visualize the future that you want. Visualize the family that you want. Visualize the person that you want to become. Visualize the physique that you want to get. Because the stronger that connection is, the easier the pathway is for your brain specifically to get to that specific goal. And that's why you really need to watch out on the other side of visualization, which is talking bad about yourself. If we say that your brain does not know the difference between what's real and what's fake, you really need to watch out with how you speak about yourself and what you believe about yourself and what you imagine about yourself. Because it can go the complete opposite way. If you constantly say that you're stressed, that you're anxious, that you are tired, that you are exhausted, or on the other hand, that you'll never achieve your goals, that you'll never perform to a level that you want to perform, or that you're a complete failure, and considering that your brain does not know the difference between what's real and what's fake, it will believe that to be true. Now, how to actually perform it? I don't fully know how to perform it, but my way of understanding it And my understanding behind it is I need to take some time of my day to sit down and very strongly visualize and be very specific with my goals surrounding my future and the person that I want to become. And the time of the day doesn't really matter as long as you can fully relax. You sit down, close your eyes, you focus for a couple of seconds, and you don't think about nothing else but your future and the person that you want to become. Right, so I had to change the location slightly, but let's get back to what I was saying. So I need to focus on these two things. Now, what happens actually in your brain is there is some kind of shift. All of a sudden, your brain is primed to a specific, whether that's frequency or however people want to call it, where it's ready to become that version or that person of yourself that you want to become. It shifts your brain completely into understanding that new personality of yours that you want to create and want to become. Because your brain doesn't know the difference between reality and fiction, it can now assume that it already is that person that you want to become. And with that, changes your character, changes your approach, changes your attitude. Your whole personality shifts to who you want to become and who you want to be. That correlates to a post that I did recently about the law of correspondence. The law of correspondence, in very basic words, if you guys didn't see the post, says that your outside world reflects what's within you. And how to put it into understanding here. If you strongly visualize something internally inside your brain, your surroundings will match that and shift towards whatever is happening inside of your body, because you build something so strongly internally inside of your body that the outside world can't do nothing else but mirror what's going inside of your body and inside of your mind. And when you do this continuously and you actually take it serious, eventually you see everything around you shift and move. Your surroundings start to adapt to the person that you become and start to adapt to the new reality that you build around yourself through that visualization. So opportunities start to arise. And not only do they arise, you also see them. You visibly can see that, oh, this is an opportunity that I should take because that can lead me closer to whatever person I want to become. People like to call it different ways, but let's just call it the world. It will line up to whatever you visualize and you believe you can become. So if there's a key takeaway that I want you guys to take from this video, first, visualize anything that you can. Be as specific as possible. View everything that you want to achieve in your future, and the world will follow up with that. Dream as far as you can. Visualize as much as you can. Be as specific as possible to the limits of your imagination and beyond. And from there, sit back, relax, and do the work. Because if you strongly visualize something, that something is truly possible, and you put all the work and all the effort that you can possibly put in, you cannot lose. You can absolutely not lose. Visualize anything that you can in your life. Anything that you want to achieve, visualize it, because anything is possible. And if you don't believe it and don't believe me, don't believe this video, then at least try it for 30 days with little things and see how your surroundings and how your environment slowly shifts and how your mentality also shifts regarding achieving your goals and the stuff you try to visualize. As always, if you guys struggle or don't know how to perform it, text me, DM me. I can always help you. If you guys enjoyed this video, remember to like, comment, follow, subscribe, smash the notifications button so you get notified about any other video that I post. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.